morning and welcome again to another Making a Monday's Matter. It is a beautiful Monday morning here in Barbados, and I trust that where you are at, you are having a great day also, whether the sun is shining or not. Make the best of it. This morning, I want for us to focus a little bit on the subject of the personal touch. The personal touch. Over the weekend, I attended two distinctly different events. Those of you near to me know that we would have laid to rest the mortal remains of my dad at his funeral on Saturday. And then on Sunday evening, I had the pleasure of attending a retirement service of a dear colleague and friend. What stood out to me in both of these events was the effect that the personal touch had on the lives of those that these two gentlemen interacted with. And it caused me to think, even over the last few hours, as to the use of the personal touch in our business relationships, in our relationships in general. In the age of social media marketing, email blasts, these types of things, online blogs, even what I'm doing right now, you're doing your video blogs. So often we overlook or even minimize the use of the personal touch. Yes, we are living in a global world, and sometimes it's simply impossible to have that personal one-on-one touch with many of your clients or those that you interact with. But I'm saying to us this morning that wherever possible, let us remember the value of that personal touch. In the lives of these two gentlemen, I saw the impact that they had on those around them and how they added value to other person's lives. And as a result, both of them have benefited from simply reaching out to others and sharing of themselves with individuals. You may ask, how does this apply to me, David? I'm in business doing X, Y, Z. I'm a student doing A, B, C. Well, how does this impact? Take, for example, you may be, yes, in business, maybe even in online retail business. What I'm saying is, when there is the opportunity for the personal touch, we ought to take it. It helps build trust, it helps build loyalty, uh, and it adds value in a way that sometimes is difficult to quantify. But what it does is it breeds commitment of those that you interact with, even at a very, I don't want to say superficial, but at a very basic level. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking at. Because in the lives of these two men, I even saw how they were able to affect change in total strangers, help people buy into ideas that they themselves were still developing. But because they were willing to interact with those around them, they were able then to get persons on board. There was one scenario of at the retirement function of this gentleman seeking to have assistance in getting the piano moved. And one of the persons who were recalling and recollecting this event said he stepped outside and came back with three men to help move this piano. And he was assuming that he knew them. The gentleman simply walked out into the street, flagged down three men that he saw on a truck, and asked them for assistance in moving a piano. There was no offering of any financial gains for these gentlemen, but the simple fact that he was willing to engage them and to speak with them, they were willing to assist him, and they came in, and in quick time, the piano was moved, and off these gentlemen went with no request for payment or anything like that. So what I'm saying is, he took the time to engage these gentlemen, to talk with them, and to make them feel valued. Because why else would they give up their time, get off their truck, help a total stranger to move a piano from one area of a building to the next, get back on the truck and go their merry way? And neither one knew each other before, and from what I've been told, they haven't seen each other since, all because of the personal touch. And that resonated with me. Also, at my dad's funeral, we saw a lot of this with persons giving tributes and talking about his life and what he did for them. And when we think of it, sometimes we too need to remember that it's not always about how much cash or money we will get out of the interaction. Yes, as a business, we know we need to count these things. But when you choose to invest in others, even a little bit of time, the rewards can be great. So remember to use that personal touch. Reach out to those around you if there's issues to deal with, and you can call rather than send an email. Excellent. You can visit rather than call, then even better. So remember, the personal touch adds value, and I'm encouraging each of us today to invest time in the personal touch. So have a great week, and until we see each other again next Monday, I wish you all a successful week. This is David Yates for Living Successfully Inc.